It's extremely confusing, and part of it is because there's a lot of misinformation.
Cleveland School of Cannabis President Tyrone Russell says the state is still separating the seeds and the stems when it comes to selling marijuana in the state of Ohio.
On December 7th, you won't be able to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to a dispensary, because there's still a licensing process that has to take place for those places to be able to dispense marijuana for adult use.
On Thursday, Ohioans can possess 2.5 ounces of cannabis and 15 grams of extracts. Residents can also grow 6 plants per adult or 12 plants per household. But a question remains: if they can't buy from a dispensary, will people turn to a dealer for a supply?
So I think there's this misconception that all of a sudden, once cannabis is legal, right, all of the people who didn't want to do it are now going to do it because it's legal. And what I believe is the folks who have been following the rules as it's been stated and implemented by the government, they're going to continue to wait until the government is finished implementing it the right way. They're not just going to start going out and say, "Hey, I can do it now. Let's now break the law because it's legal." They're going Those folks who have been following those rules are going to wait for the process to play itself out.
I would not recommend ever going to a drug dealer to get your drugs of choice, and in this case, marijuana, to legally grow in your home.
Brunswick Hills Police Chief Tim Sopkovich says police will be facing a learning curve when it comes to enforcement and testing for THC levels, especially in the cases of suspected impaired drivers.
I think there's a lot of holes in this law, a lot of unanswered questions. It makes it confusing on a law enforcement side. We're here to serve and protect. It's kind of hard for us to have those questions and answers for the public if we don't really know what we're doing on that. So there has to be some organized training. There has to be some clear, direct guidance in this law.
Sopkovich says his department plans to enforce the law as it is written.
If you have 2.5 ounces of marijuana in your possession, we're not going to cite you and we're not going to arrest you. Anything more than that, then we'll take appropriate action.
Tino Bovenzi, Fox 8 News.